Oh, look who's back. I knew you'd be back. But if you're new here, my name is ADSaaron. Let me fill you in on what's going on today. Today I'm going to be starting a new series that I am going to call the Overwatch Magic Wand. In this series, I'm going to pretend that I have a magic wand and I can change Overwatch any way that I want to. So any ideas that I get, I'm going to be bringing here to YouTube and I'm going to post them for you guys to watch. With that said, let's go ahead and dive right in. Okay, so in today's Overwatch Magic Wand, I'm going to be discussing a replay system, or as I like to call a theater mode. I'm going to try and discuss some of the different features, some of the different abilities, and just general things I think people would be able to do with it if we had one. So the first thing about a replay system is I would love to be able to go back and watch old games as far back as possible. To say as far back as you've had your account might be a little bit of a stretch, but the farther back we can go, the better. Realistically, I don't think you need to go back any farther than 20 games. That's quite a long time ago if you think about it. But like I said, the farther back you can go, the better. Another thing about the replay system is I'd want to be able to watch it not just from your own perspective, but from every other player's perspective. Let's say the enemy team had a really good Genji, or, you know, maybe, like, I'm a Lucio main, and I feel like their Lucio was doing a really good job. You know, I want to go back, I'm going to watch some plays they did from their first-person perspective, and maybe I can learn something from them. I think that'd be a great learning tool. And that's the next feature I feel like the replay system should have, if I had a magic wand, you know. Another thing that I think would be awesome is if, while you were in the replay system, or in the theater mode, you had the ability to do slow motion, at varying, you know, frames per second. Maybe you could even have like a God's eye view where you look down at the map and you can see where everybody's at and what their abilities are, kind of like the spectator features you get when you're spectating the Overwatch League or something like that. I think the more information this replay system could give you, the better. You could look back and really learn more about games, and you could see, you know, the way a certain person's using their cooldowns, or how someone's building their ult so quickly. You could learn a lot about it, even for heroes that you don't even necessarily play very often, but you could figure out how to play against them better. Another feature that would be awesome for that replay system would be some kind of filter for searching for videos. Let's say you only want to find games where your team won, or maybe you only want to see replays or matches where you had gold limbs. You know, maybe I know a certain match went into overtime on Hollywood. I could filter only games that went into overtime on the map Hollywood, and it would narrow it down. I think being able to have a filter for that would be awesome, because then let's say you're working on a video or you're trying to learn about a specific map a little bit better, you could just, like I said, Hollywood, you could always go back and watch all of your Hollywood matches and see what things worked, what things didn't. You know, maybe this route that you like to go, or this spot you like to take over here, is not really doing that well, but you don't notice in the heat of a match. Only when you can go back and watch it in a more relaxed environment, from an outside perspective almost, will you really understand your positioning a little bit better than you otherwise would have. So just to recap, I would love to have a replay system where you could watch old matches. You'd be able to watch the match not just from your perspective, but from anyone's perspective, enemy team or your, you know, teammates alike. I want the abilities to do slow motion, God's eye view, just tons of different spectator features like you would have in the Overwatch League. And I would want to be able to filter the searches for those old replays so that you could help yourself to narrow down what replays you are looking at. And if I had that Overwatch Magic Wand, all of this would be added into Overwatch tomorrow. But unfortunately, I don't. If you guys have any ideas, anything that you would do with your Overwatch Magic Wand, go ahead, let me know down in the comments. That'll be it for the very first episode of the Overwatch Magic Wand. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I will catch you all on the next one.
Yeah, swear. Lately I've been staring in the mirror like, who is he? All this liquor can't be out there for my kidneys.